Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're going to read and connect from Zohar Vaera. I'm going to read from start to read from verse 52. And we'll see, I would like to do a short meditation also with the letters from the 70 Atoms of God that are related with this weak energy. Very, very powerful. And it's related with what we're going to read now from the Zohar. So let me read first the Aramaic and then the translation. So it says, ראיה מהימנה, ולקחתי אתכם לי לעם, והייתי לכם לאלוהים, וידעתם כי אני אדוני אלוהיכם, וגומר. פיקודדה. Actually, no, 52, sorry, I read 55, 52. לכן אמור לבני ישראל, אני אדוני, והוצאתי אתכם, רבי יהודה אמר, ה.ר.ח איפך הוא דכתיב, והוצאתי אתכם מתחת סבלות מצרים בקדמתה, ולבטר והצלתי אתכם מעבודתם, ולבטר וגאלתי אתכם, אבל לממר מעיקרה וגאלתי אתכם, ולבטר והוצאתי אתכם אל העיקרה דחולה בקדמתה דברה, קודשא בריחו לבשרה לון, בשבחה דחולה בקדמתה. The Zohar telling us here something very interesting. Many times, we talk or we read things, we don't think about the way, why it's been written in this way or that way. We're just reading something like, and then what we remember the story, right? The general story of something that we've been told. And here the Zohar actually emphasize, the words or the way that the Creator is actually talking to us, and the importance of why he said what he said in that order. And he says, and Rabbi Yehuda is saying and asking about this verse. So it says, לכן אמור לבני ישראל וגומר, Rabbi Yehuda says, it sounds like, or it's look like, it's been written in the opposite way. שכתוב, והוצאתי אתכם מתחת סבלות מצרים. It says, first of all, it says that I took you out from Egypt. And then it says, I saved you from the work in Egypt. And then it says, I redeemed you. Then it says, I redeemed you. And then it says, and Rabbi Yehuda says, it should say, at the beginning, it should start with, I redeemed you, and then I took you out of Egypt. And he answered, because asking why it's been written in this way, because it's supposed to be written in a way, I redeemed you, right, from all of this work in Egypt, and then after I redeemed you, I took you out of Egypt. So he says, ה.ר.ח אמר בתחילה. He said, the Creator says everything at the beginning. כי רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לבשר להם בתחילה את היפה מכולם, because the Creator wanted to tell them at the beginning the most beautiful thing, that what he's going to do. So what is the beautiful thing? It's to take them out of Egypt. So he's not just going to redeem you and you're going to stop working that hard work. You're going to be out of Egypt. You're not going to stay and live there. So first of all, he says, Rabbi Yehuda, the light want to tell them the good news, the total picture. This is why he told them, this is why it says first, I took you out of Egypt. Like the big picture. Amar Rabbi Yosef. Now we read in verse 53. Amar Rabbi Yosef וכולי. Amar Rabbi Yosef. והרי יפה מכולם הוא ולקחתי אתכם לי לעם והייתי לכם לאלוקים. Says something very beautiful that the Creator said, ולקחתי אתכם לי לעם. I took you to be my nation. And I will be your God. ועם זה אמר להם זה אחר כך, but he told them that after. Didn't tell them in the beginning. אמר לו בזמן הוא לא היה להם דבר יפה יותר מיציאה, because at that time, when the Creator talked with them in Egypt, nothing else was more beautiful or more profound than walking out of Egypt, living in Egypt. כי חשבו שלא יצאו מעבודתם לעולם, because they thought they're not going to leave the hard work in Egypt ever. כי היו רואים שם שכל האסורים היו ביניהם, היו מקשרים אותם מקשרים של כשפים, because they saw like all of the prisoners, they've been there, you know, they didn't want to work that hard work in Egypt. The Egyptian, they kind of hold them into that work with a lot of witchcraft. So they thought they never going to leave the hard work in Egypt because all of those witchcraft that the Egyptian did. ולא יכלו לצאת ביניהם לעולם, ומשום זה מה שחביב עליהם יותר מכולם נתבשרו בתחילה. And this is why the Creator told them what he told them, that this is the most profound thing that they can hear and be happy about, to leave Egypt. You're not going to be in Egypt. And this is why it says, והוצאתי אתכם from Egypt. I took you out of Egypt. והייתם אף על גב וכולי, ואם תאמר אף על פי שיצאו ממצרים, יכול להיות שילכו אחריהם להרע להם, אז זה כתוב, הצלתי אתכם מעבודתם. So he says, so it can say that, or people can think, if I took you out of Egypt, they can follow you, right? After, to harm you. But this is why it says after, והצלתי אתכם מעבודתם, I will save you from their work, from their hard work. ואם תאמר שיכול להיות שיצאו וינצלו, אבל לא תהיה להם גאולה. So if you will say that they're going to walk out of Egypt and they're going to be saved, but maybe they're not going to be redeemed from slavery, because we know it's also energy of consciousness. So he says, תלמוד לומר, וגאלתי אתכם בזרוע נטויה, and it says, the Creator says, I am redeeming you from that hard work, from that slavery. So here, in a way, like what the Kabbalah is telling us, you know, they close in, the light says all of those words, first of all, to understand, to show us that the Creator can do everything, and he is the one that taking us out of the hard work and from the slavery. And also the light doesn't want to leave any type of doubt that, you know, Satan can put in our mind, oh, if. He says no. So he gives us all the answers of the why. Why the light said what he says. ואם תאמר שלא יקבלם לעם, so and if you will say that he's not going to receive the Israelite to be his nation, על זה כתוב ולקחתי, and this is why it says, I took, ולקחתי, I took. ואם תאמר שיקבלם לעם, and if you will say, when he will accept them as a nation, לא יביאם לארץ, he's not going to bring them to the Holy Land, to Israel, to the Holy Land. על זה כתוב, והבאתי אתכם אל הארץ וגומר. And this is why it says, I'm the one that will bring you to the land, I mean the land of Israel. So that's verse, you know, helping us to connect to that energy. First of all, to remind us that the Creator, he is the one that's doing everything. We just need to cleave ourselves to his blessings, to his protection. But if I don't think like that, what's happening? I'm disconnect myself from that energy, from that protection. Okay? And then what's happened? Doubts can appear. As the light saying here, he closed all the gaps to make sure that the doubts cannot come in, is the way he says. Second, for us to connect to that places that sometimes we are into challenges, you know, and we can feel that, you know, I don't see and I don't know how it's going to be solved. How it's going to be solved. And here the light telling us, do not worry. Do not worry. We have this energy this week to cleave ourselves, first of all, to that place, to remove any doubt from our mind. Because when I'm connecting myself with the Creator, there's no doubt anymore. There's no like fears, not supposed to be, no fears and no doubts. Because the light, he is the one that can redeem us and walk us out of our personal Egypt, our personal, you know, like calculations, wasting time by thinking about negative things instead of using the same time to cleave myself with the Creator. So one of the 72 names of God that, not by coincidence, it's in this week portion, like this week of Vaera, it's ה.ר.ח. I will share the screen with you that you can scan in the meantime. You can do like a short meditation to use one of the powerful tools of Kabbalah. Let me minimize this. Now you can see the full screen. Just look at the letters, the shape of the letters. ה.ר.ח, umbilical cord. If you can, if you're not driving, and if you in a place you can do it, let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath to our lower belly. You can hold your breath for a few seconds, and when you're ready, take it slowly from your mouth. Keep breathing in a circuit way. Let's connect ourselves to that special moment in time. Bring yourselves from the past and from the future. Just cleave yourself with this special moment in time, in the present time. It can be noises around you, it can be different things. Just connect and be one with everything around you in the present time. Nothing is bothering you right now. We would like to use the letters ה.ר.ח, one of the 72 names of God, that can cleave us back to the light of the Creator, to the Creator, through the umbilical cord. And while we are connecting with the letters ה.ר.ח, we like to inject the energy into our thoughts, into our mind, into our body parts, to increase our certainty in the Creator. We can tell to ourselves in our thoughts, or you can whisper it to yourself if you wish. We know that what disconnects us from the Creator is our negativity. And by those negative actions, words, thoughts, we're creating judgments. So something we want to ask from the Creator, we want to see those negative actions or hard judgments that we created, then I can know how to remove them from my system. I look back at my negative actions and harsh judgments. So I'm not seeing it now. The light will send us the messages to see it, where I'm blocking my connection with the Creator. When I open the channel, I will share and spread light with others so that I can maintain a constant connection to the Creator. So the first step, I want to see the blockages, to remove them. And while the light flows through my vessel, we need to maintain that energy, maintain that opening. How? By sharing, by spreading the light with others. And in moments of darkness, I know that the light is there, waiting for me to plug into it. I have full certainty in the light of the Creator. Let's engrave those mantras in our thoughts, in our body parts, through the letters ה.ר.ח, ה.ר.ח, ה.ר.ח. Let's take a deep breath to our belly. When you exhale, you can open your eyes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope you connect, and you can put those mantras through the letters ה.ר.ח. If you will feel any type of change this week, I will have you to text me directly and share with me something that you felt, something that changed. But now let's share with each other. Shabbat Shalom. And many, many blessings. You can unmute your microphones. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. All the best. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Share the wisdom. You're very welcome. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you on Shabbat.